You know that voice inside your head which tells you that you're not good enough, you're not ready, don't try, you'll embarrass yourself, or even that you have to be perfect, otherwise you'll disappoint everyone. What if I told you that voice might not even be yours? What if the way you sabotage yourself today is an echo from your childhood? Hello guys, I'm Amine and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about self-sabotage and negative self-talk and how it might be linked to actually our parents. The idea here is not to blame parents. The idea is to gain awareness. Next time when you have these kind of thoughts, at least you can say, okay, maybe this voice does not really belong to me. It's just my inner child repeating what it learned. The first thing I have to say is self-sabotage is not random. It's not laziness, it's protection. When you procrastinate, when you shrink yourself, when you don't apply, when you don't speak up, when you stay in relationships that feel safe but small, your nervous system is simply thinking that it's protecting you. And guess what? Where did it learn what is dangerous and what is safe? From childhood. If love felt conditional, if approval felt fragile, if perfection felt required, as kids we learned then to apply certain strategies in order to survive. And those strategies follow us till adulthood. So let's start with the obvious one, the critical parent. If you had a critical parent that used to criticize you constantly and you felt always like that you were never good enough. When you got 95 out of an exam, the parent that questioned why you didn't get 100, or you cleaned your room. Oh, instead of appreciating that, you actually missed this corner. Or just simply discouraging you before you even start something new. When you come up with this idea and you share it to the parent, that parent that just cannot be happy for you and that discourages you from the moment you share the idea by saying that just simply won't work. Over time, that voice simply becomes internalized. And now when you try something new, you don't need a parent next to you to criticize it. You have become that parent yourself. You think if I don't try, I can't fail. If I don't show up, I cannot be judged. But there is something that people don't talk about enough. Sometimes self-sabotage does not come from a parent that criticizes you constantly. It also can come from a parent that thinks that you're simply perfect. And that cannot be possibly true because nobody is perfect. So if your parent was always telling you that you're better than other people, you're our genius, well, it sounds pretty positive, right? But here's the hidden pressure. As a child, you're kind of conditioned to be perfect all the time. So let me just simply avoid the things that I can fail at, like just being constantly fearful about failing or saying like, if I fail, then who am I? Like not even knowing yourself other than this perfect child is actually very, very harmful. Or simply thinking like, if I fail, will I lose their love? Because in a way, love has been conditioned again. So what happens then? Imposter syndrome, especially business owners. I have created a small business myself, so I know a lot of small business owners around me, and a lot of small business owners have this feeling of imposter syndrome because they feel like they cannot fail. They have to preserve this image of themselves. If they succeed, even they feel like they don't deserve it. Like it's just such a toxic way of thinking. Fear of being exposed, fear of trying something new, anxiety around performance, sometimes even overachievement or total avoidance. And when your identity is built on perfection, self-sabotage becomes a way to avoid shattering that identity. Sometimes playing safe is easier than proving that you're not perfect. So where does inner child healing come in? Because that child lives in you still, even if you don't really notice it. Think about a time when you're about to launch something, speak publicly, fall in love, take a risk. It's not just adult you reacting, but your inner child asking you, is this safe? Will we still be loved? Will we be rejected? Will we disappoint anyone? In a way, we can say that self-sabotage is actually your inner child trying to protect you, telling you, oh yeah, we have experienced this before, so let's just avoid that completely. Let's just not get there. That's exactly what your nervous system is telling you because your inner child lives there. So now let's talk about healing, because there is a way to heal. I've done this inner work on myself and I know exactly what to do. Imagine the moment when you feel super confident about something and you give yourself a pep talk and out of nowhere, this negative voice appears. And you think there is absolutely no reason for this negative voice, right? But there is. The first thing that you need to do is to create awareness. So next time when you feel like you don't deserve love, you are not good enough, you can do better, just pause a second and ask yourself, who was this in my life? Was it my teacher, my parent, my caregiver? Awareness separates you from that voice. That alone reduces its power. Next thing that you can do is speak to yourself as if you're speaking to a child. Imagine like a 6-year-old version of you. Would you tell her you're embarrassing, you're a failure, you're behind in life, no, it's dangerous, don't do that, don't do this? I don't think so. You would say that it's okay, that you're learning, you're growing, you're building a new version of yourself, amazing, try new things. So in a way, what I'm trying to say here is start reparenting yourself. Do not think that all the things that your parents did in the past was the right thing. Just know that they can also do mistakes. As a child, we don't think that way, but as an adult, we start realizing the patterns. Just know that and just rewrite your own story. Next thing, which is so important, is to allow yourself to be imperfect. Do something imperfect on purpose. Try something new and be average at it, or simply admit that you don't know something. Because I know a lot of people that just cannot admit that they don't know. Like they have no information on this topic, but they just simply cannot say it. Teach your nervous system you can make mistakes, you can be imperfect, and you can still be loved. And you can still fail and be safe. And the last thing that I can recommend is to regulate before you act. What I mean by this is like when you feel like you're about to quit or procrastinate, pause, take 3 deep breaths, and tell yourself that you're safe. This is not childhood anymore. You're in a safe environment. Your body needs reassurance more than your mind needs motivation. So here's what I want you to remember. You're not broken. You're simply patterned. And it's up to you to break this pattern. So yeah, I hope this video resonated with you. And if you want to follow up for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This will be my last video before giving birth because if you cannot tell, I'm pregnant, 9 months actually. This baby will be coming into our lives really, really soon. I want to make more videos on motherhood as well and postpartum period. If that interests you, don't forget to subscribe again. And I'll see you guys, I guess, on the next one. I don't know when that will be. I want to first focus on the nesting phase a little bit, spend time with my baby, but I will be back.